Welcome everybody from Epcot. We are doing something a little bit different today. Something we have never done out of all our times to Disney World. We are gonna go behind the scenes.
So I decided to come down and work for Disney for a few months, or 7 months, and I'm doing the internship here. And I work in the support greenhouse in the back. We don't get to go to that greenhouse. But I take care of all the little baby plants and make sure that they're like ready to come on show. And everything you see there, I see when it's really small. It's from the USDA that are working with us here. And they're working on something called the plum pox virus. So do you guys know what stone fruits are? No. Like peaches, apricots, anything with a hard pit inside. So the plum pox virus actually affects stone fruit trees and it prohibits them from growing well. So that was found in Europe in probably like the 1900s. So they were afraid that was going to come over to the US. So scientists were working on finding a variety of stone fruits, specifically plums, that were resistant to that disease. So that's what some USDA scientists are working on here. But if you look above me, has anybody ever taken a tissue like cutting or plant cutting before and tried to grow it? That's exactly, like that's tissue culture. So this is an example of tissue culture. It's pretty much just taking a small cutting of a plant. It could be anything from one cell or to like just a stem. And what we're doing here is we're putting it in a sterile jar with agar at the bottom. So that agar is kind of like jello with hormones and nutrients inside. What we do is we can grow our plants in here in a sterile and disease-free environment. So there we go. Everything that we have is hydroponics, and it's all edible. You know what hydroponics means?
What? I mean, I've been on the ride as many times. I feel like I should.
Hydroponics, it just means that we essentially make water do the work. So you can see soil is missing. So that's like a common thing people think that plants need is soil. But there's actually 5 things plants need. Do you guys know the 5 things plants need?
Sunlight?
Yes.
Water.
Water.
Help keep the water clean.
Nutrients?
It's another great way to produce more while using less.
Air?
Yes. And then support. So that's what soil acts like sometimes. Acts as support and nutrients. So what we have here is an example of hydroponics. This is aeroponics. I'll let it move. But the roots are completely exposed and we use this metal bar as support. And also these Velcro strips as support. So inside the column, as that's completely exposed, inside the column, this is completely exposed, so the roots are all completely exposed in here. And there's also misters along the way. There's a few misters, there's like 3 misters, and they'll mist the water and nutrients down, so all those roots will get everything they need right there. So this is another example of hydroponics. Called Stanley, this is our
Stanley?
I don't know why we call it Stanley, but it was a defense mechanism.
Wow.
So it's essentially like turgor pressure, like all the water
that's so interesting.
Like moving from the leaves and they're just closing.
Did you guys see it? Did you just see it?
Droop down.
Oh,
It's really cute.
there it goes.
If there's ever a bug on this plant, it'll
That is
just
so amazing.
fold up and the bug.
Oh.
That was a good trick. There you go.
Oh wow.
Sorry,
So just all completely closed up.
It closes then.
It's really cool.
Poor Stanley.
In 15 minutes, it'll be back open. But how long?
That's cool.
In like 15
That's
minutes.
interesting.
The younger
15 minutes
ones
and they'll
are
open it up.
Yeah.
Creative ideas like this bird is growing.
Another example of hydroponics. This is like example. So if you ever have like an extra fish tank at home, this is what you can do. You can just have like a floating polystyrene, and this is basil, and then you have water and nutrient solution in here. And you also have an air bubbler. You don't necessarily need an air bubbler. You just have to like agitate the water for a few days in order for it to get moving around and get air. This has been growing for, I can't even pick it up anymore, but it's been here for about a couple weeks now and it's grown a lot. It was up here like last week, so it's been growing a lot.
Wow.
But this is another example of like the presentation intern.
This is what she was talking about, how it was up to here and now it's grown all the way down within a couple weeks. Oh yeah, there's our hidden Mickey.
And they're Eldora cucumbers. They're seedless and they have thinner skin, so apparently seeds cause gassiness or something, I don't know. They told us that on our tour when we first came here and I'm like, whatever, but they're seedless, so people like them. I can have them every day at lunch if I want to. I'm kind of getting tired of cucumbers.
Is that all they let you have?
They have other stuff as well. Today I was able to try frozen dragon fruit, but I wasn't a fan of it. I was like, it's a little too earthy tasting. It's too healthy.
It's too healthy.
Well, this is our Springer production greenhouse. If you look behind you, so those are our cooling pads, and it's actually coated cardboard.
Oh, she said they're coated cardboard here.
Water actually runs down it, so then we have fans across the way, and those fans bring that moisture to it to try to keep these greenhouses cooler, because sometimes it's pretty hot.
What's the coated?
And these, like if you hear pop, it's not gonna pop yet, but it'll pop soon. That's when our nutrients go out into our irrigation system. Right here is just a list of all the nutrients that we have in our nutrient station. But we have 2 tanks because iron and I believe it's phosphorus. I always mix this up, but iron and another one don't mix well because it will solidify, so we have to keep them separate. I believe it's iron and copper. So iron and copper don't mix well, so we have to keep them separate.
So these are the nutrients that are in these 2 barrels right here.
I think so. You can take a picture. We're growing a lot of basil, right? This is the trellis, as you can see. Like we'll have other stuff with trellis, like stuff right on top of the trellis. Eventually, we're gonna have peppers, and then we have our raised beds right here. Our raised beds contain anything from radishes to beets. And if we have something on this trellis, we have lights like those ones we see in the lab. This is the lean and lower technique. So we're using string. We wrap that string around and we're using a pulley system. So this is where this plant's from December of last year. So this is where this plant started. And if I go all the way back here, this is where this plant is. Oh my God.
Where she's at back there, she said, is where this tomato plant starts, and over there is where it ends.
They can just sit on a chair and feel their way down, but also just for pest control and just controlling the plant. You can see it's pretty, the fruit's like pretty visible right here. So pests aren't really hiding anywhere, and for pruning, it's just really easy, it's really simple. If we keep it clean, it's easy to control this.
So this is growing in dirt, it's just
It's actually, so everything hydroponics, we don't have dirt, but it looks like dirt. It's actually a peat and perlite type of NFT. I'll get to that later. But for a small greenhouse, the reason it moves is just because it would get more sunlight. So it wouldn't be like stagnant, it would get a lot of sunlight. And this is our lettuce. So this is big butterhead lettuce, and this is Oxford lettuce. And we harvest that every 2 weeks or so. Actually have peas on there.
So these are the winter melons that grow from Japan. And she said, we asked what the difference was between a winter melon and a watermelon, and they said the winter melon is actually a lot more bland, kind of like tofu. It's bland, but it sucks up any type of seasonings or flavors you put into them. And they can get up to about 90 pounds each.
And we like to show people that if they have a harsh environment, using hydroponics, they can grow things. So that's why we use that here. This is our temperate greenhouse. So this is how the irrigation works here. So if you see anything with rows, we'll use drip irrigation. So these 2 white tubes, this is like, where's the water comes from? So these are laid against like the sidewalk. And these tubes, this is where the water travels to the plants. So we'll dig like a few inches below this hole right here. And we'll put the roots right there so that water will just drip down. And that water goes directly to the roots. So we're not really wasting any water, it's going directly to the roots. So that's what drip irrigation we use. Caffeine has an 8-ounce cup of coffee.
Oh, wow.
And when they ripen, they turn red. So it takes, someone said it takes about 30 of these beans or cherries to make an 8-ounce cup of coffee. So if you see like on a large scale production farm, they have to have a lot of trees in order to produce a lot of coffee.
So do they use the coffee here, like the coffee they sell? So what happens to it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think like we can like take stuff home, like interns can, but usually it's just for show. Like they can't. I don't think we can afford to like actually harvest our coffee and there's nothing like that. I wish we could.
The volume.
Yeah. Like we had cotton, we just picked cotton. Yeah. So these are our steak gourds. We just put these up like a couple weeks ago and they were literally nothing. So they grow up to like 3 to 5 feet long. We also hand pollinate these. I was lucky enough to help hand pollinate. It's not really obvious female or male flowers, but we just take the male flower off and just go find the females. They kind of taste like a cross between zucchini and okra. I've never had okra. It's in nature some places, but it's not really common to see in the grocery store just because it takes so long for these lemons to ripen. We've been able to grow a lemon up to 15 pounds, but on average they're about 4 to 5 pounds on this tree.
These are 9-pound lemons.
From one of these lemons. So this is a gallon.
Oh, she just said we can make a gallon lemonade from just one of these lemons. Outstanding.
For your safety, please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs
at all times. Thank you.
This is our aqua cell. It's cooler in here, you can't tell. But we have a red roof in here just to keep algae growth, prevent that, and keep it really good. So behind me are our freshwater shrimp or our prawns. We only have a few in there at a time because they're territorial and cannibalistic. So we can't really grow.
Why you only have like 2 in a tank.
And they're not able to use these on a production scale, so they're mostly just switched out just because we can't grow a lot.
Wait, so why can't you grow up?
Just because they're territorial and cannibalistic. You can't really tell.
These are the exoskeletons of the prawns.
And like there'll be more blue, so that's like a lot of protein. That's what we have here.
So here's some catfish, and they said they are not albino because they actually have some color still in their eyes. All the tilapia are waiting to be fed, they know.
After how long catfish
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy.
guys on the boats. Really? Yes. And we're not allowed to get on the boats from like our tour because that's something turned like before. Just used to hop on the boats and we can't do that anymore. But these are varieties of bananas. We have cavendish.
Banana trees here.
And then we have ice cream bananas. So bananas are actually, they're not trees. It's a largest herbaceous plant. So there's no woody stem. And actually once this bunch, so like one branch or one like shoot produces one bunch of bananas, and once it's done producing that, it like is useless. So we'll just cut that off in another shoot. Oh.
Here we have the spice garden. We have the black pepper tree. Dragon fruit. Caper.
But those palms will just those big palms.
Horseradish. I love horseradish. Hidden Mickey.
And then you can, well this is a female flower, so turn this.
And how would you know the...
So you can obviously, this is a, oh I'm gonna break that, but that's a female, that's a male flower, so there's no fruit behind it, and that female.
Okay, so pretty much if there's the fruit.
Yeah, you can see there were baby ones, like there were smaller ones, you can see up there, that's like a smaller one. But if there's like any kind of fruit behind it, like here, that's the female flower. And that's the only thing we really care about. Like the males are expendable, we'll just take them off. Yeah, you hear that?
Oh, those flowers, I don't know.
Just like life. The males are expendable. How fantastic was that tour?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, what was it? Typically $25 a person.
Usually $25 a person, but you do get a 15% off discount if you are a pass holder and or the Disney Chase card member.
Or a BBC member.
Or BBC.
Or a AAA vacation club member. So it was money well spent.
Yeah.
The tour was about 75 minutes long, an hour, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We had a rather small group.
There was like
there was six of us.
Yeah,
We
so
were
that was
all
nice.
adults. It was nice.
Tour
guide?
Yeah, tour guide. She kind of gave us something that was like a Disney fail.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say what it is.
Disney magic. All I will say is it had nothing to do with the tour.
Yeah, but my mind was blown and I was really upset.
We just saw something and it spurred a side conversation and Disney magic ruined.
Yeah,
She did apologize.
Yeah, I was quite upset. But like Lisa said, this is well worth the extra money on your vacations. It's not that bad when you think about it. It costs for both of us 41 and some, or 42 and some change.
$42.50 it was.
Yeah,
and then
for 75 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely money well spent.
Definitely recommend it. Thumbs up for me and Lisa. We will see you next time. Vlog finito.